Hey everyone, today I'll be talking to you about the aspects of adrenaline, a few of its drawbacks, a few of the things that it's used in a positive way, and a few things that it can be mistaken for. Now, as you heard just before the speech happened,
Now I don't want to pop. There we go.
This is probably what some of your faces look like. The reason that this happens is enticed by a sense of fear, and it produces adrenaline in your body. What adrenaline is it's actually a hormone that is produced by the adrenal glands, which are located just above your kidneys. When your body senses any form of fear or danger or extreme levels of stress, it'll produce this hormone, and what it does is it diverts blood flow from your major organs and pumps them into your eyes, your brain, and your muscles. What this does is it causes you to feel next to no pain. You feel very little fatigue. Your eyes become dilated, and you can take in much more information. Basically, everything seems to slow down. You become well, like the picture shows here, you either fight or you run away. When this is all done, it is just passed off as a waste product. A few of the positive aspects of it: you basically turn into that. You become incredibly strong, much stronger than you would normally when you have adrenaline pumping through your body because of the blood flow to your muscles. There have been reports of the 75-year-old women who have lifted a car off of somebody in the middle of the street. I'm sure everyone's heard a story somewhat similar to that. One of the negative aspects of it: if your body is exposed to too much adrenaline, your heart will explode. Also, after you are done experiencing this adrenaline flow in your body, which is oftentimes called a rush, you will experience extreme fatigue. Your heart will be pounding very, very rapidly. A lot of people collapse from exhaustion. Another negative aspect of it is it'll cause your bowels to completely flush right before in extreme levels of stress. The reason it does this is to make your body lighter, so you can either run away quicker, or you're lighter on your feet to fight for something. According to Dr. David Harrison, the body itself, he claims that a negative aspect is you tend to get tunnel vision. So you focus on something solely and directly. You are unaware of other things that may be going on, and you're completely focused on what is at hand. Like if you're being chased or something, you're focused on completely getting away. So if something else popped out at you, you would pretty much just fall on your ass. It makes it incredibly hard to concentrate. A lot of people feel this when they're in public speaking. They freeze up. This is also caused by adrenaline. Your heart starts to pump and you start to sweat more. Another thing that happens is your body will start to shake. You get very nerve-wracking, and this causes an extreme difficulty for doing delicate procedures, such as when people are trying to do an operation. If they feel any sense of fear, they are often asked to leave the operating room because they don't want to accidentally cut an artery or something if you're going under the knife. That would be very bad. I guess that's it for this one. One thing that some people think might be adrenaline related would be a caffeine rush. This is not the same in the sense that adrenaline is a gland that is produced. When caffeine, it is a mental stimulant blocker. It'll actually put a chemical dam in your brain which limits the amount of flow of a chemical that makes you feel tired or allows you to go into a state of REM sleep, which is the body's recuperating state. What happens if the caffeine wears off? You get the crash, which is when that dam breaks and all of the chemical fluid in your brain goes back through your body. So I've talked to you all about what adrenaline is, given you a little, or tried to give you a little experience of an adrenaline rush. Told you a few of the negative and a few of the positive things about it. And here you go.
Monica, what did you think?
I liked the example with the balloon, and it was pretty, the speech was pretty clear in the topic. He looked really comfortable up there talking to us, and I liked the example about public speaking because it relates to us, and I don't think he summarized the topic at the beginning, but that could just be me. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right, well, maybe the popping balloon sort of pimped your attention device a bit earlier, but it felt a little awkward because it feels like you started with your topic and a preview and no attention device, and then we know what your topic is, and then you have the popping balloon and the little cartoon that goes along with it. Those, I think, would have worked better as your attention device. The topic is clear. Your goal, like I said at the beginning, it was clearly stated, but like that came right before anything else in the speech, so it feels a little bit like it is outside of the presentation. So I know what Monica's talking about there. The process visual that you have with the 4 different segments on it about how it affects the body, I think was a little problematic. It's too complex for one visual. There's a lot of distracting things that people will be looking at and not necessarily the thing that you're focusing on at any given point. So maybe a little bit more planning on that. I did see labels on the secondary points, the advantage, the positives and the negatives, and the contrast to the caffeine issue, so that we're not confusing the two. And I could see what the structure was there. Same sort of thing I've said before, though. The transitions are not very smooth. They need to be a little bit clearer. So you want it to sound like a conversation as you're going through the presentation, and sometimes it just feels like it's getting to the next point. It's a check off on an outline instead of natural development of the subject. I thought that you had good details, much more detail on the negative aspects of adrenaline, and described some interesting phenomena. I thought it's a good opportunity to use public speaking as an illustration of some of those things, and you made reference to it. It probably wouldn't hurt to come up with a couple of other examples. We're going to be talking about some of this next week anyway. Next week? Yes, next week anyway. So it'll come back up as a topic. And I thought that you had pretty good research on the point on the negatives and on the caffeine issue. I didn't remember hearing substantial stuff about the citations in that first section. The summary, I thought, clarifies the structure at the end. At the end of the speech, there is a good summary, so it kind of reminds us, here's what it was supposed to be. And I remembered at the, from the beginning that you had that before you really got to your attention device or your introductory material there, so that helps a little bit. But your exit line is one of those Porky Pig exits, and there you go. It's kind of like, okay, well, I guess it's it. Same here. I guess that's it.